What up, my elite kings and queens? Welcome back, guys. Here we are with another reading, and I'm reading out of one of my favorite books, Book of Wisdom, Volume 2 by Harry B. Johnson. His channel on YouTube is called Revival Wisdom, so make sure you check my boy out. Book of Wisdom, Volume 2, Harry B. Johnson, Revival of Wisdom is his YouTube channel, man. That's where I got this book. He has 2 volumes, Volume 1, Volume 2. I'm going to read out of Volume 2. Crazy reading today, guys. I wasn't even thinking about reading out of this book to do my YouTube video, but this was so crazy that I gotta talk to my people about this. You know, all my viewers here, man. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in, watching my videos, man. I'm truly grateful. I do this because I love this. You know what I'm saying? And because I gotta provide a service and give back, right? So that's what I'm doing. I do my part in consuming, reading books, taking courses, taking classes, rocking with my mentors, learning from my mentors, consistently consuming and learning. And so everything that I consume and I learn, it's very imperative and important that I give that back, man. So if you're in that boat as well, where you're consistently learning, consuming, which is good, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're becoming top level, top tier individual. Give that back, right? How? Social media, you know what I'm saying, in person, whatever it might be, even if it's 1-minute videos, 30-second videos, just give it back. Some game, some knowledge. You don't have to give it all back. You can give some of it here and there. And then, of course, if people want to go deeper and they need guidance and help from you, then you can definitely set that up for them, right? But other than that, here we go, guys. I'm going to get to it. So right here it says, emotions can be broadly categorized into 2 types, positive and negative emotions, okay? Negative emotions such as hate, anger, and greed are intricately tied to the concept of time. That's important. I'm going to repeat that. Negative emotions such as hate, anger, and greed are intricately tied to concept of time. That's big. These feelings are anchored within the temporal experience, existing solely within the framework of our material reality. For instance, emotions like fear, anger arise in products of our engagement with the world around us. They are intricately linked to the challenges and stresses of everyday lives. Consequently, they bind individuals to the material realm, creating mental and emotional attachments that tether us to transient concerns and experiences. So we now know that negative emotions equal binding individuals to the material world. 3D. In stark contrast, positive emotions possess a remarkable quality that allows them to transcend time, space, and matter. Emotions such as love, joy, and compassion exist beyond the confines of the temporal world. They resonate with a timeless essence, embodying qualities that elevate the human spirit and connect us to a higher reality. Boom. There's more to the reading, but I believe that is necessary. We talked about the negative. We talked about the positive. Wow. The negative. I'm going to repeat it and then we'll kind of go over it. Negative emotions such as hate, anger, greed are intricately tied to the concept of time. That is serious, guys. Remember, time ain't real. Time only exists in the 3D. These feelings are anchored within the temporal experiences existing solely within the framework of our material world. Wow, guys. So what we're learning is that, like it says here, it's negative emotions bind you to the 3D. You become a slave to the world, to matter, the 3D, but you are not flesh. You are not flesh. Whenever you pass away, the flesh stays here. It starts to rot, stink, right? Underground or wherever. Unless you get burned, of course, they throw you in the ocean. But even if they throw you in the ocean, yeah, you know them fish gonna eat you. You're gonna eat your flesh. You're not the flesh, my people. You're not matter. Matter of fact, there is not even any matter anywhere because it's already been scientifically proven that matter is actually 99.99999% energy. Look it up. There's millions of videos on YouTube about it. Matter is 99.999% energy. Everything that's in front of us is 99.99999% energy. And then when you go into that 0.00000 matter, that has in it 99.9999% energy. It's crazy, right? So everything's energy, frequency, vibration. Okay, everything in front of us. There is no 3D. Okay, there really isn't any 3D. We call it the 3D. That's how we signify this matter. right? But it's actually energy. It conforms and it turns into solid from a perception view in our own mind. Okay. So if our consciousness, our awareness, what we are, conscious beings, are not looking at this, there's only think about the Matrix. You seen the movie The Matrix? If you haven't, you got to watch it, especially if you're watching my channel. Guys, watch the movie Matrix. I think there's 3 or 4. Watch them all, okay, in order. But so what happens, right? What is the 3D world? Which is this in the Matrix? It's just a computer with a bunch of digits. The green ones going down like raindrops, codes, right? That's what this is. It's actually, there's actually science that it is actually codes. Now, I've always thought, it was just energy. I mean, it's just like waves, like dots, like waves, like what this is. But they're actually saying now that they've found a way, which is, I don't know how they did it, but they found a way to analyze it without it knowing that it was analyzed. It's weird, man. I'm not sure. There's videos on YouTube about it. And they said it's like, bro, it's codes. Like all of this is just codes, like numbers, just like the Matrix, okay? So either way, whether it's codes, whether it's just waves of frequency, waves of energy, whether it's just a bunch of dots just waving, whether it's just a void of just, or blackness, whatever it is, it's what you're looking at right now. So when you get upset, mad, angry, you can feel it, but don't dwell in it. Don't react to it. You can respond to it. You can ask why you feel like this. You can go into techniques to make it, because all it is energy in motion, okay? But what it's saying is here is that you become a slave. Pretty much you become a slave to your thoughts, because thoughts create the 3D, the image of the 3D. That's how we say it correctly. Your thoughts, because we're only seeing the image of what's out here in here. We're only seeing the image of what's out here in here, because what's out here is just energy, frequency, vibration. You pick up the energy and frequency vibration with a thought. It comes back in here, and then you see it just like a projector. Your mind is the projector, and then in front of you is the screen. But if you're not projecting anything, there's nothing on the screen. But if you're projecting something, which you're projecting is what you selected, which is your thought, you picked it up from the ether, from the codes, from the energy, the frequency, the vibration, and now you're seeing the movie being played here in your mind, which is being reflected into the ether as light. I know it's deep. I get very technical, but that's how I've been able to really fall deep into this. If I didn't know all this and you just said, just have faith, I'll be like, bro, get out of my face before I slap the shit out of you. Right? That's the old me. No, I got to really get the fucking breakdown. And when I get the breakdown of science, mental, and spiritual, and it's all together, it's all one, you're like, oh shit. Science pretty much is proven God. Science is proven spirituality. Science is proving manifestation. Like, this is in front of us now, bro. This ain't no more spooky, weird stuff. This is, in the Bible, it was like, just have faith in what they're talking about, right? Like, this, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain into the ocean, right? Who said that? Jesus said that? God said that? I mean, who said it? Someone in the Bible said it, right? They were speaking real shit, real game. That's real shit. But at that time, you couldn't tell me that shit. I'd be like, bro, you telling me I can fucking move a mountain into the damn ocean, bro? Come on now. Look at me, bro. Are you serious? You know? But now with science, yes, because everything's energy, frequency, vibration. There is no solid in front of us. Everything is fucking magic. If you think about it, we're all magical fucking beings. It's never meant to be a fucking like practical and shit and logical. It was never meant to be like that, but they've designed it. Some individuals out here have designed it that way for you to be enslaved to the fucking reflection, to the projection. You're a slave to your thought. You're a slave to the frequency, the vibration, the energy that you chose. The frequency, you chose it, you selected it, you put it in here. You selected it, you put it in here. And when you put it in here, it reflected like fucking light into the 3D, into the energy, frequency, vibration. And then you're looking at it and then you're getting upset about it. You're a slave to what you selected. That means what you selected has power over you. Because every circumstance, every situation, and every individual that you're coming across in this energy, frequency, vibration is a reflection of what you selected. This is why we should not react ever from wake up to sleep to the 3D, to the world, to the reflection. Now you respond. And something my mentor, Eric from The Power of I Am, his channel on YouTube, just spoke about. I think he spoke about it last night. He made a video of, not taking shit from anybody. Yeah, and I like that video. I'm glad he put that video out. Now, from wake up to sleep, you're not reacting, bro. Like, if you're driving and someone flips you off, bro, let it go. Like, it's just a reflection of you. You're feeling that shit. It's pissing you off. That's just you. Keep going. Do a technique to pass it through. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't react, but respond. How do you respond to that? You don't even look at them. You just keep going. Now, if somebody touches you, bro, this is why I'm in boxing. I'm trained. I highly recommend you guys to get trained in any type of fighting. If someone touches me, they're going to get their fucking face broken, right? Like, I know everything's a reflection of me, but if the 3D wants to go past that line and touch me, then it's going to be some problems, right? Because it's still your 3D. It's still your reflection. So if my ego, it's really just your ego. So if my ego wants to pass that line and touch me, there's going to be some problems. Like, now I'm fighting the ego, but it's all good. I'm going to tell the ego, bro, look, you can cuss me out. And this is how you should look at it. That you can let the 3D world cuss you out, talk shit to you, work techniques to just keep going. Because it's just you. It's just yourself talking shit to you. And in order for you to finally advance from that situation is not to react. How do you respond? You just walk away. You say whatever. Now, if that person is in your house, you tell them, can you please get out of my house? Right? You're still responding. If you're in a workplace and that's happening, you better start looking for a new job. Okay, you will respond, but you won't take shit. And you will not react. You will respond, you won't take shit, and you will not react. Even your response to someone treating you like shit, you can easily say, I don't appreciate you speaking to me like that. You have two options, either A, stop, or B, I'm leaving. That's how you respond. You told the 3D, because you're feeling like shit right there. You're ready to duke it out. You tell them, hey, either A, you're going to stop, or B, I'm leaving. You don't tell them you're going to hit them or nothing like that. Don't be the first one to hit anybody. Now, if your ego, which is a reflection of you, reacts to you and they touch you, you come through and you do what you have to do. And then when it's over, you remember who you are. You are all that is. You don't feel like shit about it. You start affirming how fucking awesome you are, and you keep pushing forward. You warned the ego not to pass that line, and it did. Because that's all it is. Someone treating you like shit is just your own ego, my people. But you don't have to put up with that shit. You walk away and you leave without complaining, bitching, and crying. Positive. In stark contrast, positive emotions possess a remarkable quality that allows them to transcend time and space and matter. When you become positive, you're not operating off spirit. You're now in manifestation master mode. Emotions such as love, joy, and compassion exist beyond the confines of the temporal world. They resonate with a timeless essence, embodying qualities that elevate the human spirit and connect us to higher reality. Now, whenever you're not reacting to the 3D anymore, you will actually start having less scenarios of that where you have to hit somebody if they touch you, or if you have to walk away and tell somebody something if they disrespect you. You get to a point where when you stop reacting, none of that shit's going to happen. It's going to happen very fucking small amount. And when it does, it will be very weak to where you don't even have to. You can just look at people and be like, someone says, F you, you piece of shit. You'll be like, I know who I am, shit. I know he ain't talking to me. I'm the shit. I'm number one. Right? That's how you respond to the ego. And so the ego's like, damn, I couldn't get him to flip. Yeah, now you're powerful as fuck, bro. The ego can't do nothing to you. And the ego's not, that ego's dying. The more it's going to come at you stronger because it knows it's dying. And you have a new ego coming. The ego's always there, but one that's on your side. You know what I'm saying? Now he's your right-hand man helping you out. Which the other ego is also helping you out. It just thinks that you always want the shit in your life. This new ego is like, no, I know you want greatness. Okay? So whenever you stop reacting, my people, and you remain in a positive state, you remain in a responding state. That means you're neutral, either positive, responding, or neutral state throughout the day. That means you're not a slave to the illusion. You're not a slave to what you've selected. Now, everything you say, everything you think about, bro, automatically manifests. Now you're thinking about greatness. You're saying greatness. You're speaking greatness. You're visualizing greatness. So guess what? Manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. Bro, you're operating like Jesus Christ, baby. Let's go. Guys, remember who you are. Health, wealth, happiness, love, success, abundance, prosperity, money. That's who you are. That's who I am. We're all one. God's inside of you. God's inside of me. God's everywhere, bro. God's everything. God's this fucking phone right here. God's all over the motherfucking place. All right? And God doesn't care if you cuss, guys. So all the people here being friendly and shit, you don't got to be Mr. Ned Flanders. If you ever seen The Simpsons, check out Ned Flanders. You don't got to be that guy. You be a badass motherfucker. All right? You be a badass self-talking positive motherfucker, bro. You are strong as shit. I love you so much. I love you. And when I tell you I love you, guess what? I tell me I love me. And when I tell me I love me, I love you. Because we're all one. Let's go, baby.